Hey there guys, what's happening and welcome back to our channel. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak turned their garage pastime into a company 45 years ago today, and the world hasn't been the same since. Apple has continued to reshape the landscape with groundbreaking devices that are both enjoyable and drop-dead stunning, from the original Mac through the iPod, iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, and everything else in between. So we took it upon ourselves to round up the best Apple products of all time for you in this video. Number 7. Apple Watch Series 2. Apple piqued my interest with the first Apple Watch, but the Apple Watch Series 2 definitely took it to another level. The initial Apple Watch was exciting, but it certainly had its flaws and was more of a proof of concept than something that I'd recommend to someone. The company's Series 2 follow-up, however, addressed all of the original's flaws, which was poor operation, lack of GPS, limited water resistance, and short battery life, and then turned it into a real game changer. The original Apple Watch will always be remembered as the smartwatch that started it all, but it was in Series 2 when a decent idea became a juggernaut. Number 6. Apple IIe. Apple's first big idea, which remains a fundamental business principle, was that superior computing technology should be accessible to everyone. The Apple II was designed to be a home computer for anyone's house, and it was mostly successful in putting Apple on the map. But it wasn't until the Apple IIe, released more than 5 years later, that Apple's home computers finally took off. The IIe was an Apple II with extra features built in, such as increased memory and support for the entire ASCII character set. It was also less expensive to produce, making it the best-selling Apple II computer and the only one that remained virtually unchanged for longer than any other in the company's history. Number 5. Powerbook G4. The Powerbook G4 debuted 20 years ago, and it was manna from heaven for those in need of a powerful and stylish laptop. The Powerbook's PowerPC G4 processor made you feel like you weren't sacrificing performance for portability, and it had all the connectors you needed, including Ethernet, USB, and an external display, so road warriors didn't need a hub or a dock, though Wi-Fi via an airport card was optional. The design, however, is what makes the Powerbook G4 renowned. Apple ditched the G3's bulky plastic, favoring a sleek titanium and eventually aluminum metal shell, a design philosophy that can still be seen in Apple's laptops today. Number 4. MacOS X. Apple made a significant risk with MacOS X, and it's paid off for more than 2 decades. The technology is still utilized in macOS, and it's the foundation for iOS, iPadOS, tvOS, and watchOS. Even while OS X has been altered, improved, and rebuilt over the years, it continues to provide customers with a dependable, usable interface for any Apple device they use: Mac, iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, or Apple TV. Its Aqua origins are archaic and scarcely recognizable now. OS X is a massive part of why Apple is where it is now, and don't be shocked if it's at the heart of the company's next great thing. Number 3. Apple Pencil 2nd Generation. Apple went back to the drawing board, literally, with the 2nd generation Apple Pencil, implying that the previous pencil's charging technique was a catastrophe. The result is a stylus that magnetically latched to the iPad Pro's edge for easy storage and wireless charging. The stylus has power whenever you pick it up. Along with all the good attributes of the first pencil, that well-judged wing, fluid functioning, and exquisite design, Apple adds a superior matte finish, an anti-roll flat edge, and a handy new double tap capability. It's almost suspicious how much better it is than the original. Number 2. iPhone. In absolute terms, the most recent iPhone model is the quote-unquote best. None, however, has had the same cultural impact as the original Jesus phone. It's unusual for an eagerly anticipated electronic product to deliver on its promises. Despite its high price and limited one-carrier availability, the original iPhone was the phone to have at the time. Every competition tried to copy its simple and easy user interface. Even without an app store, the original iPhone had a slew of killer apps, and the way its Google Maps app, browser, and phone/voicemail worked made every other smartphone look positively archaic. Although the iPhone wasn't the first smartphone, it was the first to get it right. Number 1. MacBook Air. The MacBook Air was a compromised machine. The battery life was insufficient, it was overpriced, it was over-reliant on wireless networking, and lacked sufficient connectors. It didn't have an optical drive. Simply put, it didn't make a difference. The laptop world was forever changed when Steve Jobs pulled it out of an inner office package at the Macworld conference in 2008. If we're pedantic, a later year update to the CPU and GPU made the MacBook Air sing, and the sale of an 11-inch variant for $999 in 2010 made it mainstream. Now that we're done with this, do let us know your favorite Apple products of all time in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys later in another great video. Bye now!